Good morning, and welcome to this week's edition of Marquette in Motion. We're your hosts, Miranda Peters
and Hallie Kilberg. We've got a great show for you today. First, we'll hear about some of the leadership opportunities available to our students.
Next, we'll institute a new feature to our show, the welcoming of a different guest reporter each week who will bring you a report relating to academics. Today, that guest reporter will be 5th grader Araya Smith. She will be informing you on a new K-8 program at Marquette, ST Math.
Justina Dellinger will be here telling us all about yesterday's visit by the instrumental quintet, Alliance Brass.
Then we'll have Jeb Schwager and Garrett Krieg here with all your Marquette sports results.
Later in the show, Molly Minster will be sharing her interview with one of our new staff members, Mr. Noah Cornelius.
And finally, Hallie and I will be informing you on all the upcoming Marquette events. One event that seems to have become an annual occurrence here at Marquette is the creation of a student welcome video, including our mission and what it means to be a Marquette student. This video is produced by our creative principal, Mr. Kaiser.
In case you haven't seen this video on YouTube or heard the catchy jingle, Marquette's mission statement is simple: to raise academic leaders, responsible contributors, and active Christian stewards.
In efforts to take this mission even further, beyond the classroom, sports teams, and clubs, Marquette hosted a leadership jamboree over the summer.
Students were split up into groups and given discussion questions such as, when was a time that you were in a group that wasn't successful? What are the most important leadership qualities? And who affects you more, friends or family?
Students shared their thoughts in small groups, followed by an insightful large group discussion.
The event was run by Mrs. Timmerman and Mr. Storm, who both offered their leadership advice and knowledge.
Now, just a few months later, all Marquette students are given the opportunity to attend the 2017 Pursuing Victory with Honor Summit, a leadership camp held at the University of Iowa on October 10th from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m.
Throughout the day, there will be a guest speaker, former NFL player Nick Kading.
And there will also be discussions of what makes a good leader, including shared goals and the collective good, motivation and empowerment, and accountability.
This summit will be a great experience for all attending.
And now we've got a great experience for you. Here's guest reporter Araya Smith informing us on ST Math.
This year, Marquette Catholic is adding a new component to its elementary math program. This added component is ST Math. ST Math, or Spatial Temporal Math, is a digital program that teaches math concepts visually, fostering a deep conceptual understanding. Students work individually at their own pace to advance through various levels within their grade sequence of skills. Marquette students in grades K through 8 are utilizing this technology as a supplement to their math curriculum. Kindergarten and first grade students access the program on iPads, while grades 2 through 8 use designated Chromebooks or laptops. With the visual nature of the program, students even log in visually as they recall a 13-picture password unique to them. Marquette was awarded a grant through the Northeast Iowa Regional STEM Advisory Board of the Iowa Governor's STEM Advisory Council to fund the purchase of ST Math, and the teachers and students are very excited to utilize it. If you know anyone in kindergarten through 8th grade students, ask them their thoughts on the program. Just don't ask them for their picture password. No password needed to log out here. For Marquette in Motion, this has been Araya Smith as this week's guest reporter.
Thanks, Araya. Listeners, stay tuned. More Marquette in Motion after these words from our sponsors. Welcome back to Marquette in Motion. Here now is Justina Dellinger with all the details on the recent visit from group Alliance Brass.
Yesterday morning, September 22nd, our preschool through 5th grade students, along with some high school students, assembled in the MEC and were treated to the beautiful music produced by the chamber ensemble called Alliance Brass. The group Alliance Brass formed in 2010 and is a quintet from Chicago comprised of the following people: Chris O'Hara and Mary Galaim, who played the trumpet, Kelly Langenberg, who plays the French horn, Stephen Duncan, who plays the trombone, and William Russell, who plays the tuba. The group performed well-known pieces along with pieces composed hundreds of years ago. The members also shared very interesting facts about their instruments and their role in history. Here's a little sample of their music. For Marquette in Motion, this has been Justina Denlinger.
Thanks, Justina. Here now are Jeb and Garrett with your Marquette Sports Report.
Thanks, Miranda. Last Saturday, September 16th, the varsity volleyball team traveled to West Delaware, where they played in a tournament. They played 3 matches and won 1.
The JV also went to a tournament that day in Starmont. They also had a very well-fought showing.
This past Tuesday, September 19th, the volleyball teams traveled to Easton Valley, where the varsity won, while the JV and freshman-sophomore teams lost against formidable opponents.
The volleyball teams had Parents' Night on the 21st, where they took on Lisbon. The freshman-sophomore team and JV team lost. The varsity team also lost and had a hard-fought close 5 sets.
The cross-country teams went out to compete at the Bellevue Invitational Meet on September 18th. The girls' team took first place and were led by Hallie Kilberg, who took second place individually with a time of 19:23.
The boys' team also had a strong performance despite small numbers. Taking 7th place, Will Drouse led the team with a time of 18:47.
For Marquette in Motion, this has been Jeb Schwager
And Garrett Krieg
with your Marquette Sports Report.
Thanks, guys. Don't go away. Marquette in Motion will be back after the break.
Welcome back to Marquette in Motion. Here now is Molly Minster interviewing Mr. Cornelius.
Hi, I'm Molly Minster, and we are interviewing our music teacher, Mr. Cornelius. Hi, Mr. Cornelius. Can you tell us a little something about yourself?
Hi there. Thank you for the interview today. I'm from Andrew, Iowa originally. I graduated in 2000. I attended Simpson College out in Indianola, Iowa. After that, I taught for 2 years in southwest Iowa, then 7 years in central Iowa, and then I got married and moved back to eastern Iowa. Most recently, I spent 4 years teaching in DeWitt, and now I'm here at Marquette.
What do you enjoy about teaching at Marquette?
I most enjoy getting the full range of ages. I teach everybody from kindergarten all the way through 12th grade, so I get to see the progress that they make from year to year and throughout their career in school.
What are your hopes for the music program here at Marquette?
My hopes are that everybody continues to grow and explore their music and their musical abilities and increase their abilities, and eventually I think we can do lots of fun things in the music program, including singing in different places and singing different styles of music and broadening our horizons a bit.
Do you have a favorite instrument you like to play?
I've played piano since I was about 6 years old.
What have you liked most about joining the Marquette family?
You know, the best thing I've liked about it is exactly what you said. It's a family. It's not just a job, but you get to know the people that you work with and the students you work with, and they become really a true family.
Thank you, Mr. Cornelius, for letting us interview you. I hope you have a wonderful year at Marquette.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Molly. And now for the upcoming events. Next week will be packed full of activities for our high schoolers as well as our junior high students.
On Monday, the junior high girls will be taking on the Bellevue girls in volleyball starting at 4 o'clock in the MEC.
Also on Monday, our cross-country teams will be traveling to North Cedar, with the first gun going off at 5:15.
Then, Tuesday, the junior high and high school volleyball teams will be playing, with junior high at home starting at 4 again, and the high school traveling to Cedar Valley Christian for their 5:15 game.
The elementary will also be busy on Tuesday night, as open house will be from 6:30 to 7:30. The evening will commence with an assembly in the MEC.
After everyone recuperates on Wednesday, they'll be back at it again on Thursday. The high school volleyball teams will play at home, with the freshman-sophomore team playing Bellevue at 3:45 and the JV and varsity playing at Prince of Peace at 6. The junior high will also be traveling to Coweta.
Also on Thursday, the cross-country team will travel to the West Dubuque Invitational, starting at 4:15.
There are many opportunities to rack up some W's next week. Good luck to all of our teams.
Thanks, everyone, for listening this week. For Marquette in Motion, this has been Hallie Kilberg
and Miranda Peters.
And remember, stay informed, stay involved, stay
in motion.